Hi, welcome back. So we started discussing on AWS Solution Architect trainings one by one. So today class, we are going to discuss on AWS Service Catalog, how AWS Service Catalog help your provisioning more controlled manner, right? So before going inside the hands-on, go to this GitHub. Cloud and Loud is our GitHub ID. Inside that, there is a AWS-solution-architect-training repository I have created for all this AWS Solution Architect training. And go to this folder, day 21 folder, and you can access all the files which I'm showing as part of this today hands-on session, right? Let's go inside. And one more request is these days I'm started taking many missions for troubleshooting to help the community. I'm seeing many people downloading the videos. See, encourage the community. The purpose is you help the community the way we are helping the community, right? So we need a lot of support from you to proceed with more free trainings. All we are going to do is you fail multiple times in your home laptop lab so that you will feel a lot of confidence quickly, right? So I'm going to close this. Go to your AWS console and click here and type service and service catalog. Go and click it, and I open my service catalog. Before I'm going to this hands-on, I also placed the diagram, a simple diagram. What is the purpose? Why I need to use service catalog, right? So basically, what all challenge you will face it as a system admin, or every time you want to provision the resources. Say, for example, you have a application one, maybe the team one, right? And you have application two, right? Say app two, right? So you are the backend team who can provision all the servers for app one team, app two team, right? So this app one team have say 5 users, right? So this application one team web server, they should not have a permission to launch more than T2 micro. That means one CPU, 1 GB RAM, restriction of not more than 5 machines. So you need to apply a lot of restriction, right? Only they have to play within the allowed approved restrictions, right? So those kind of scenarios, service catalog is really helpful, and you can completely automate this. Okay, that is the exact we are going to discuss today, hands-on lab. So this is the admin. Say, for example, you are creating a template, say T2 micro, and say with some keys, keypad, right? So, and you are allowing these users for only they need to access or provision EC2. They are going to do only EC2, but you are also creating another CloudFormation template, and you are giving the access with some more privilege for 2 or 3 more services, right? So you define it and place it in portfolio and product and service catalog. You create all the mapping with relevant IAM policy and users, say 5 users, here 10 users. So you create a group for this, you create a group for this, and assign this 10 users to this group, right? So in this group, you assign the necessary privileges, right? So add this into the relevant portfolio which we are creating. Portfolio means simple. For application one, for requirement one, what exactly you need, that is you are providing as a portfolio. And application two, team two, what exactly they need, that is a portfolio two. Because this requirement is different, this requirement is different. So once you defined, they cannot play more than that. That is the exactly service catalog plays role. Nowadays, using ServiceNow, there are a lot of more structured way people are started using. But service catalog, try to utilize as a manual way first, then slowly you explore it, right? So I'm going to close this. So once you define, the users will log in. So whatever you allowed as part of this user, you already mapped these users, right? So they can only perform in that way. They cannot even change the keys. They cannot even the instance type, nothing. They are restricted. What you allowed, they are able to do that only, right? So going to the documentation, I have placed the exact documentation in the GitHub. I'm going here, go to your class day 21. I have placed as a PDF, and in the PDF, suppose if you are not able to copy paste the IAM policy, I have also created one text file. I have placed as a text file. You can take it from here. So to make your learning is very easy, right? Go back to service catalog and go to products first. Check, is there any product is there? No, right? Go back to the Word document. So service catalog, yes, we are able to now in service catalog. If you are using service catalog administrator console for the first time, probably you can explore in get started, right? So right now we already in this. So I'm going to create a portfolio first. Go back to the service catalog, say portfolios. Okay, there are existing ones. So I'm going to say delete it. So because I want to show you a fresh one. So say create portfolio. And what is the portfolio name? We are going to give the engineering tools. I'm going to do exactly what I mentioned in this document. So engineering tools, go here, and portfolio description, it's up to you. Sample portfolio that contains a single product means we are now making the one single machine. If you want, you can mention any description according to your deliverable. Owner is, who is the owner? So I'm going to say, just for learning purpose, IT, and who is the ownership mail ID, and create it. So now portfolio is ready, means one app one, right? That portfolio is ready. Now we need to customize this portfolio, what exactly we need, right? So go back to the document. So we have create portfolio and create option, right? So go to portfolio and portfolio is created. Now create an AWS service catalog product, right? If you go to a click inside this, and there is a upload new product, right? Add already product means you can add, but we don't have any product, right? So you click upload new product, exactly it is there. Upload new product, everything is in the screenshot, so you no need to worry. Go here, upload new product. So first we are going to get some idea from here. So let's go with the EC2 based provisioning. Come down. So Linux desktop, or you can say Linux servers. I'm going to mention Linux desktop. And what is the description? Maybe you can mention, I'm going to use this machine for my learning purpose. So you can say here, and owner, you can mention the same IT. Vendor is optional, so you can go for it. Come down, and next section is, so whatever we selected, the exactly I placed in the screenshot here. So enter support details, right? So copy this mail ID. This is just for example. You can replace with your actual values. Support, I'm going to give support mail ID and support link. You have a support link, right? So come down. You can mention the support links also. And support description, you can mention with your contact number and with more description to make people understand who they need to approach if they struck, right? Come down. So the relevant screenshots also is there. Now version detail, right? So already there is some templates are available. Copy this template like this. If you have a existing CloudFormation template, you can also use this. So I'm just using the existing template version 1.0. Even if you don't understand, please wait. At the end of this session, you will understand why we need service catalog in a very clear manner, right? So go here, base version, come down. So everything is completed now. I'm going to say review. So I'm going to say create product. So the product is now created, right? So the product is now created. Come down in the document. So now add template. We need to attach the constraints, right? What are all constraints? So go to constraints, right? So go to create constraint, right? First, we will go with this constraint. Say they should use only T2 micro and T2 small. They should not go with any other instance type. That is the constraint first. So basically, we need to say constraint, add constraint. So add constraint and then choose the product which we created now and go back and select product type. Yeah, we have selected and click continue and click this as template constraint. So I have given the screenshot also. So click template, come down, text editor, come down. Here you copy paste. So if you are not able to copy paste from the PDF, as said, I have placed this in, I think the PDF will have the copy paste. Anyway, after this, I will upload that policy also here. Come down. So basically you need to copy this and go here, service catalog, replace with this rule, right? And go back. After this, you given. So you can give some description if you want, or else you can leave it. So small instance as creation only possible. Only possible. So say create. So we have added one constraint, right? Come down. So we have added constraints. The same we are giving it here. So now add launch constraint and we need to add a IAM rule. To go there, first you go to IAM and create all the permission related constraint and attach it later, right? To add a launch constraint, you first go to IAM. So I'm going here. I am into IAM now. Go to dashboard, homepage, right? What else we need to do? The permission we need to create first a policy, right? Go to IAM, go to policies, right? Create policy. In that, what related policy we are going to create? Service catalog, right? So go to JSON manual way and copy this and go back to your IAM and replace it, copy paste here, right? So basically here we are allowing create stack and delete stack, and because we are about to go via CloudFormation, right? So and EC2 and if of course S3 also. And if you want to have more trigger alert based automation, we are also allowing SNS, right? So say tags and review, and you have to define a policy name. If you go back here, the policy name is Linux desktop policy, right? So always stick with some naming convention. It will be easy for you to identify later. So go here, create policy, So now Linux policy is created. Now we need to attach this policy in one of the role. So I'm going to the roles, right? Create role. What type of role you are going to create, right? You need to create with service catalog. Don't worry, everything is there in the document with step-by-step screenshot, service catalog. So my case is service catalog in a wider way, not the second one. Permissions. And you select the policy which just now created, you are going to associate it. Just check Linux. Yes, just now we created. And with this, see here, whatever we put is there. So I'm going to select this and say next and say review. And we need to give the role name, right? Come down. We need to give the role name. I am going to set Linux desktop launch role. Copy this and give it here and say create role. So once the role is created, right? And you need to attach it. So there is, go to here. I'm going here. So basically your role is created. Now go back to your service catalog and they are asking you to click engineering tools portfolio. So there is a engineering tools portfolio. Yes, we are inside the Linux engineering tools portfolio. Come down and there is a constraints. So I'm going with constraints. Already we have added one small restriction. They should not use more than 2 types, right? Whenever they want to create, they should create only either T2 small or T2 micro, right? So create constraint. I'm going to say create constraint. So here I'm selecting the same Linux desktop, but this time we are going to say launch. So I'm selecting launch. In that, select IAM role, right? Just now we created one IAM role, Linux desktop launch role. We have associated the relevant policy also, right? What all we can do as part of this role, right? So if you want, you can put the description or else directly go and create. So now we have attached the specific permission in this. Now come down. Now we also need to create a users and groups. First we will go with the groups. So I'm going to IAM. I'm going with groups, user groups, and create a group. Okay. So I'm going to delete this so that in front of you, I want to show creation because I just tested all the steps. Okay. So I'm going to refresh it. So create a group, right? The group name is end user, end users. I'm going to show you this end user and what is exactly they are going to be allowed. Service catalog, say service catalog end user full access. I'm selecting that. Say create group. Right now we haven't associated any user. First we will create a user. So go to users and say add users. Right? We will say CNL admin or say CNL user 1. Right? We are enabling this and auto generate password. We no need the next permission password change. So here I'm associating to end user group tag review and say create user. So once you created, you download the CSV file because we need this file to see what is the username, what is the password. So I'm going to expand this. So in a better way. So we almost there. We have created a group. Let me rephrase it, right? We have created a user. We have associated this user to group, right? This group have the service catalog, end user full access, permission, and this group we are going to attach it to our portfolio. Already in this portfolio, we have attached the permission. What is a permission? Service catalog and EC2 and cloud formation, everything we can have it. So we have attached the role. In this role, we have already associated the policy, right? So this portfolio, this user can have the necessary permission, right? Now we are going to test it. Already in this portfolio, we also defined they can go with the EC2, but with some condition. In EC2, only they can use T2 micro and T2 small. You can go with anything, but this is just a idea. T2 small. So obviously, all this will be applicable to this user because you are associating to the specific portfolio. That is why the portfolio is a skeleton. In portfolio, you create permission, attach it. You create a group along with the user, attach it. You create the constraint, attach it. That's it. So now, as a product associated this portfolio, you can go and provision it. Let's go and check it now. So we have created a user, we have associated it. Come down. Even we are going to attach it, right? So go back to your service catalog. This is the tab. Right now there is no groups attached. So add groups, right? This group. So if you add this group, automatically whoever part of this group also will be applicable, right? So add. So the group is added now. Go back to your document, added, come down. So now we need to test it. We already got this username password. So open this link in the console. Oh, you should have a different browser, right? I have my Opera browser. So I'm going to access this URL, CNL admin. So what is my username? CNL user 1, right? That is my username, right? So go back here. See CNL user 1. What is the password? Copy this password, go back here and say login. Now we will do two things so that whoever is don't understand for past 30 minutes, right? So you will have a better idea now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open EC2 directly. Okay, I'm going to open service catalog. Service catalog. Yes, this is the one. So now first we will go with EC2 and we will try to provision some instance launch. Click instances. So we are going to try and launch some instance. See here, it's clearly saying you are not authorized to perform this operation. This is the exactly service catalog is more powerful these days. You define what project they want, you apply it. That's it. You no need to go to their place every time. From your desk, you define what project 1 want, what project 2 want, what project 3 want, what. So this is how you can control the multiple projects in one single tenant, right? So even you try to launch instance, it will not. You can select it, you can clearly throw the error, right? So now we will try the same in service catalog via this. So go here and see there is a product. So the user view something different and the admin view something different. See here, products. right? But there is a different way you can configure it, right? So this is something I have mentioned some earlier. So for you, it will show only this because this is what I have created recently. So I'm going back here, the user. So Linux desktop, I'm selecting this, say launch product. Like this, you can create n number of products. Only the allowed products only the user can, who the CNL user, he can able to provision it. This is the exactly service catalog is more powerful these days. You no need to struggle how you are going to manage multiple projects in one single client, right? So service catalog is more powerful, but you need to apply your thoughts. What exactly they need, you list down. For each deliverable, you create first CloudFormation script, manually you test it, then you come here, apply the same logic for each and every product, so that whenever they log in, all this product will be listed down. All they need to do is select the product, boom. So clear it out. I'm going to launch a product. See, the beauty here is I'm going to say my web server 1, web server 1. But the problem is, right, come down, version 1. You can go for any version. This is why if you look at the steps, we have mentioned base version. Like this, in the same product, you can apply a different version, maybe patching, or see here. So I'm not able to see. I'm a CNL user 1, but I'm not able to see any other service type, right? So it's a more restricted, more controlled manner, right? So come down. So I'm selecting T2 micro, and keeper also already defined. CNL new, come down. All I can do is select launch product. That's all. So the instance will be launched. See here. So this is how the service catalog always help most of the projects. So even you refresh it and go with all these details. See, whatever we specified during this portfolio and product creation, everything is coming here. So the end user also will have more clarity. Okay, there is a problem. Whom I need to contact? There is a problem where I need to first go and refer the information, first level of information. So everything you have defined here, right? So there is some update in the CloudFormation script, but you just try out. Probably I can provide a couple of CloudFormation script in the same GitHub class 21. Stay tuned. We will come up with more hands-on sessions in the coming days. Thanks, everyone. Hi. So there is a error while provisioning the service catalog product. So during the troubleshooting, you need to understand one thing. There is a template we are uploading, right? So in the template, they keep on changing the image ID. So whenever you face such problem, then make sure which region you are doing it. I attached this template in go to the GitHub. There is a file. So better you upload this, and I'm in Ogio region. So first you go with Ogio region, everything, all the steps, and you use this template upload. So I will show you how to upload after you created everything and you are getting error, right? So create a new version and use template file and choose a file, and you can create this, right? So I'm going to select this template, I mean the modified file. You can say version 6.0 like this. You can have more updates on your own. Say create product version. So when you create a product version, if you look at this, go back to the user login. This is my user login, service catalog. say products. So there is a product. So click and say launch product. So right now I have version 6.0 and version 5.0. So click this because this is the resolved version, and you can say CNL new and say launch product. Okay. I forgot to give the name. So I will give the server 2 and say launch product. Basically, whenever you get any error during your learning or during your POC lab, please make sure the template which you uploaded and the region which you are working, Ogio or whatever region you are working, right? So according to that, you go back to here and copy this image ID, right? So that image ID is make sure you are getting listed out, right? If it is not listed out, definitely it will be end up with the error as we seen some minutes back, right? So this is how you need to face a error and resolve it. So let's check this. Let's check the provisioning status so that I'm going for a provisioning products. So it's available, right? So it's available. So going here, you will see all the public IP, everything. So go here and say more details. You will get the server up and running. See here the public address, everything using the CNL new key pair. You can log in this, right? So stay tuned. We'll come up with more hands-on session. Thanks for everyone.